Welcome to the Nourish Your Mind section of the podcast, where we take just a few minutes to answer some of your questions. Joining me for this section today is Kate Welker. Hey, Kate, what kind of question do you have this week?
Hi, Amy. I've been seeing a lot of, I'll call it noise and questions around how do you recession-proof your life and your finances?
Oh, yeah, that's a great question. And I think we've all been hearing a little bit about that. What are some of the suggestions that you're providing?
Well, I would tell people that what we generally recommend anyway is steps to have just a good, solid financial foundation are the things to really focus on if you're worried about a recession coming.
Like having an emergency fund, maybe? And
Exactly. Having an emergency fund built up, and maybe now if things are going okay for you, would be the time to focus on putting a little extra in there if you're worried about what might be coming. Another thing is your budget, really being on top of that budget and knowing where your dollars are going.
Yeah, awareness, right?
Yes.
A couple of weeks ago, I released a podcast about mindfulness, and I think this is one of those things that people don't relate mindfulness to some of their spending sometimes, but
Exactly.
This is a perfect time to be very, very, very mindful of some of the things that you're spending your money on to maybe be able to build up that emergency fund a little bit more. And even when it comes to the portfolio, I know a lot of people are asking me, what kind of changes should we be making in the portfolio? I've at this point in time been telling folks, like, let's just keep an eye on things. You know, we don't have a crystal ball, unfortunately. So we don't know if a recession is going to be a long recession, a short recession, a mild recession, a major recession. You know, we aren't seeing that crystal ball.
Absolutely. If you have a good plan, and you know, when we work with clients, if you have that allocation plan out, that's why we have it there, for ups and downs and just to kind of hold steady to the course.
Any other tips that you've been giving or suggestions that you've been giving to people as they've been bringing this topic up?
I would say just the same things, kind of along that initial concept of, you know, looking at your expenses, looking at payments. If you're thinking about maybe getting a new vehicle, really look at, should we upgrade to the next $100 payment, or maybe think about what's coming in our future and just be aware of, again, that awareness, where your money's going and what you should be doing with it in the meantime.
Well, Kate, thank you so much for joining us for the end of the call, the end of the podcast. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. Kate can be reached at kate@rootedpg.com. You can always send a general email to info@rootedpg.com. We hope y'all have a great day.